All right. So we are going to start exercise 7A. We will only do the questions which are there in the curriculum. So let's start with this point. So let me show you what is a pyramid. All right. So this is a pyramid, right? So there are some keywords which you need to remember. Sorry, Ashman, what?
Do you have to draw it?
No. So I'm just telling you the keywords which we are going to use. Okay. So this is a pyramid. And can anyone tell me what is name of this pyramid? What is name of this?
Square pyramid.
Square-based pyramid. Very good. So this is called a square-based pyramid. Okay. So it's a pyramid because it's a pointed shape. We know the shape of a pyramid. So this is square-based pyramid because the base is a square. Okay. So the name of the pyramid depends on the base of that pyramid. Because there is a square in the base, so that's why the name of the pyramid is square-based pyramid. Okay. So there can be any other 2D shape in the base, and the name of the pyramid will change accordingly. If there is a triangle, it's a triangular pyramid. Okay. If it's a pentagon, so it's a pentagonal pyramid. Okay. So the name changes with the change in the base. Okay. Another interesting fact is that if there is a triangle in the base, so that is called tetrahedron. You may have heard this word, tetrahedron. If there is a triangle in the base, like all the four sides would be triangle then, na? So that is called tetrahedron. Okay, that particular pyramid is called. Okay, so there are few terminologies we need to use. So there are two types of heights in the pyramid. One is called perpendicular height. So it's not mentioned, but I'm going to write it down here. This height is called perpendicular height. Okay, perpendicular height. So the one which is, starting from the apex. Apex is the top or the point, the highest point of this pyramid. From the top of the pyramid till the base. Okay, a straight line, a perpendicular line. You can see this 90-degree also. So this is called perpendicular height. Okay, so this is inside the pyramid. So now comes the slant height. What is slant? Slant is, what is a slanted? ये आपने सुना होगा ना, slanted surface. Slant क्या होता है? Slant is like a slide, slanted sides. So इसको कहते हैं slant edge. And the height which is there on this, definitely this height is not same as the perpendicular height. So this height is called slant height. Okay. So there are two heights in the pyramid. So this is base. So usually we use this keyword base area. So iska matlab hai area of the shape which is there in the base, right? So apex is the highest point. Perpendicular height is the height inside the pyramid, and slant is height which is on the slanted side. When we will be finding volume of this pyramid, so which height we are going to use? Because the formula of volume is, let me write it down first. Because volume of this pyramid is 1/3 multiplied with base area multiplied with height. So, but there are two heights in the pyramid. So what do you think this height is? Will it be perpendicular height or the slanted height? What do you think?
Slanted.
Logically, volume of a shape. Is volume outside of the shape or inside the shape? Think about it. The volume of this pyramid is whatever is the inside the shape. Volume of the inside of a shape. So do you think this height is the slant height or the perpendicular height?
Perpendicular.
This will be perpendicular height because we are finding the space inside the pyramid, or we are measuring the volume of that pyramid, meaning by inside of a shape. Volume is like capacity of that container. Okay, so this is inside. So inside ke liye, volume ke liye, the height which we will use is the perpendicular height. You need to remember this. And when we will find out the surface area of this triangle which is on the side, so then aapko pata triangle ka formula is half BH. So is BH mein ye jo H hai, because triangle is on the side. Okay, because triangle is, if I say slant edge of this shape, so then this height will be slanted height, right? This will not be the perpendicular height, because anyhow surface area is the outer surface of that shape, or outer side pe jo height hai, that is the slant height. Okay, So is it clear till this point? So we can move forward. Okay. So now let's move forward. Let's look at different types of pyramids. So let me show you this. So I have just a formula of volume. Okay. So volume is basically 1/3 into base area into height. Okay, perpendicular height. So now this is very interesting. It is believed that a prism is having 3 pyramids. Agar aapko yaad ho, prism ka volume, in the previous class you have learned, volume of prism is basically, can you recall? If not, I will tell you. Volume of prism is base area multiplied by height. Okay. So like if it's a triangular prism, so then it will be base area of triangle multiplied by height. If it is cylinder, base area of circle multiplied by height. If it is, let's say, a cuboid, so base area of rectangle in that cuboid multiplied by height. Okay. So this prism is having this. So now there is 1/3 extra. Yahan par humne 1/3 add kar diya, and the rest of the formula is same. And we are saying now this is by dividing it, by taking 1/3 of this area, so prism changes into pyramid. So this is very interesting. Why do you think so? So actually, अगर आप गौर करें तो prisms में, prism is like this now, like a shape like this. ठीक है? So जैसे हम कहते हैं ना parallelogram में, parallelogram has two triangles, 3 you can say pyramids. ठीक है? So they have, maybe I would not be able to draw it perfectly, but they are putting it like this. You might have seen. Just look at this shape. So I hope you can see it on your screen. So this is a triangular prism, and they are saying or 3 pyramids. So like this is one of the pyramid. This is probably another one. Okay. So 3 pyramids can be taken out of one prism. So that's why the formula is 1/3, right? So now moving on to the surface area. So can you guess the surface area of pyramid? Let me show you this one. So what would be the surface area of a square-based pyramid? What would be surface area of this shape? Surface area is what? Surface area is area of all faces. So definitely surface area will be changed when the pyramid will be changed. Sorry, all faces.
2ph plus L square.
So sorry, Bete, what?
2ph.
So what?
2ph plus L square.
So this is, area of square. This particular case, area of square base, जो भी base में है, ठीक है, plus 4 multiplied by, because these looks like identical triangles, so 4 multiplied by area of these triangles. Okay, but sometimes the shape is different. Sometimes the pyramid is not identical. Maybe these 2 triangles are same, but these are smaller ones. You might have seen these kind of pyramid in real life also. The one side is shorter, the other are longer. So then we will say 2 times the area of the bigger triangle plus 2 times the area of the smaller triangle. So that's what I am saying. Okay, the surface area questions, when we will do the questions, so we will open up the shape and we will try to find out the area of all the faces. Okay, to find the surface area. So that we will do when we will solve questions. So moving on to exercise questions quickly. So let's say exercise 7A. So these are different types of pyramids you can see on your screen. So this first one is a standard one. It's a square based pyramid. Second is a rectangular based pyramid. Ab dekhiye rectangular based pyramid mein all the 4 triangles are not same, right? The opposite triangles are identical, but this triangle is the bigger triangle and this is a smaller triangle. Area dono ka different hoga. That's what I was saying. Okay, sometimes the triangles are not identical, so you need to find out the triangular area separately. So this is a pentagonal pyramid. There is a pentagon in the base, and this pyramid is called a pentagonal pyramid. So this is a hexagonal pyramid. You can see a hexagon in the base. So how many faces this would be having? Anyone? How many faces this triangle would be having? Sorry. If a pentagon, if it's a pentagonal, so how many faces?
6.
5.
6.
6 faces. So 1 base, 1 pentagon, and 5, then the 5 sides, so 5 triangles, right? So same is the case here. How many faces hexagonal pyramid will be having? So 1 hexagon.
8.
And how many?
8.
How many triangles? 6
8.
triangles. Okay, total 7
7.
faces. So this is a tetrahedron. I was just telling you. So how many faces this would be having?
4.
4.
Yeah, 4 triangles. Okay, base is also a triangle and the 3 triangles on the side. So this is called tetrahedron. Okay.
Can
Bete?
cone consider a pyramid?
Sorry?
A cone.
Sorry?
A cone
No,
could
no,
be
no. Cone is not a pyramid. No, 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 no. जो cone है ना,
vertical base.
cone का हमने surface area करना है ना, हमने उसका cone. If you open up a cone ना, so cone is basically it's not a like a pointy shapes नहीं आपने इसको. If you open up cone, so cone is basically a circle in the base, and this ये जो cone का होता है ना, you can say the curved face. That if you open up, it is a rectangular sheet. ठीक है? So cone is not at all a pyramid. Pyramid वो होता है when you have triangles on the side. Cone is not having triangle on the side. It's not triangle और इसमें बहुत फर्क है ना. आपको मतलब लग सकता है probably cone when we draw it in 2D 2 dimensions. So cone हम usually इस तरह बना देते हैं. तो हमें ऐसा feel होता है probably there is triangle. Actually, it's not triangle. It's a folded or it's a curved surface. If you open up this curve, rectangular sheet, okay? So the cone is not pyramid. Cone we will discuss separately. हमारा topic cone भी है, ठीक है? So now we will move on to exercise 7A. This is the exercise. First few questions are very easy, very straightforward questions just to get you familiar with the formula maybe. So we will solve it here. So OABC is a triangular pyramid, ठीक है? With a base area 15 and height 4. So it's very straightforward question. What is the formula of volume? Volume is 1/3 multiplied by base area multiplied by height. Okay? So everything is given to you. Just put the values in the formula. 1/3 into base area is 15 into 4. Okay? So you can cancel this 3 with 15. 3 5s are 15. So volume of this triangular pyramid is 20. What would be unit? Centimeter?
Centimeter square.
Centimeter cube. Okay, because it's volume. Okay, centimeter cube. Cubic centimeter is the unit. So now comes the next one. So it's like OABCDEF is a hexagonal pyramid with the base area 23 centimeter square and a height 6 centimeter. Find the volume. Again, a very straightforward question. Which kind of straightforward questions come in the paper as well. So base area multiplied by height. Okay, so we know all the values. 1/3 base area is 23 and height is 6. Okay, so you can cancel this 3 with 6. So 3 2s are 6 and the answer is 46 centimeter cube. Okay, so volume of this hexagonal pyramid is 46 centimeter cube. Now look at this third question. OXYZ is a pyramid whose base is a triangle. Okay, base is a right angle triangle. XY is given as 7 meter, YZ is 4, and height of the pyramid is 5. So find the volume. So what to do? We know the height of the pyramid, but we don't know the base area. So base area is a triangle. ये हमें पता है कि base area is a triangle. So कैसे निकालेंगे? पहले हम क्या निकालेंगे बेटे? We will find out base area. ठीक है? Now the base area, like base is a triangle, है ना? So we will use the formula of triangle. We know that triangle, the base area of triangle is half BH. अब देखिए, you need to use the base. ठीक है? Can you see this 90 degree on Y? If not, I will zoom in. Can you see 90 degree on Y? ठीक है?
Yes,
So this
ma'am.
is the triangular base XYZ. ठीक है? So triangular base में this 7 is height and this is base. So we will just put the values and we will find out the base area. 7 multiplied by 4. So this is 14 meter. So base area is 14 meter. Now I can use this value to find out the volume. So this question is having one extra step from the one we did before. So volume of this pyramid is 1/3 multiplied by base area multiplied by height. Okay. So 1/3 base area we have calculated it, it's 14, and height of this pyramid is 5. Okay. So now we can just simply, because we cannot cancel it, so we will just find out the answer. 14 into 5 is 14 into 5 is 20. 70 divided by 3. So what is 70 divided by 3?
23.333.
23.3. And because it is volume, so it would be, sorry, not centimeter, meter cube. Okay, unit is meter cube. So any question in the first 3 questions? Is it clear? Okay. So now moving on to question number 4. So question number 4 is, let me show you. So this is question number 4. Question number 4 is, a pyramid with a triangular base has a volume of 50 cubic centimeter. Now they are changing the values sometime. Unknowns are changed. Okay. So the volume is 50 cubic centimeter. So if the base and the height of the triangular base are 5 and 8 respectively, find the height of the pyramid. Okay. So triangular base क्या हमें क्या पता है? Base and height. Okay. So first of all, we will find out base area. Okay. So base area is, because it is a triangular base, so base area is half BH. If the base is, let's say, square base, so then the formula will be changed. You need to be very careful about the formulas. Okay. It's half BH. So half into base and height is given to you 5 multiplied by 8. So this 2 will be cancelled and the answer would be 20 centimeters square. So the base area of this particular pyramid is 20 centimeters square. So now we need to use the formula of volume. Volume is 1 by 3 multiplied by base area multiplied by height of that pyramid, the perpendicular height. Okay. This time we have to calculate height. हमने volume नहीं calculate करना, height calculate करनी है. So we will put the values. Okay, 1 by 3 into 20 multiplied by h. So now you need to rearrange the equation. So this h will stay here. So if 3 in the denominator, when it will go on the other side of the equation, it will go numerator with 50. Okay. So this 20 was in the numerator, so denominator. Okay. Just rearrange the equation. Divided by 20. H will stay. Sorry, 15 divided by 2. So the answer would be 7.5 centimeter. So what is height of this particular pyramid? It is 7.5 centimeter. 7.5. Okay, beta? That's right. Very good. So question number 5 is, volume of a square pyramid. Now the pyramid is a square based pyramid with the height of 12 meter is 100 meter cube. Find the length of its square base. So now this is very interesting. Okay. So we can solve this question on the whiteboard probably, because there is no space here. So let me open the whiteboard. So we are going to do question number 5. Okay. So question number 5 is, what is given to you? Given to you is, पहले आपको ये पता है, it's a square based pyramid. Okay. Square based pyramid. It's given in the question. Okay. So then you know that volume is 100 meter cube. So volume is 100 or 1000. Volume is 100 meter cube. Okay, this is also given. Now height is also given, because we are talking about volume, so this would be perpendicular height. Height is 12 meter. We need to find out length of square. Right? So how we are going to do it? Which formula we should use? Achha, huh? So
Volume.
No, what is that side? We need to use volume. What is?
So we'll make BA
in this particular question.
We'll make BA to L square.
Because the square, both the sides are equal. So base area this time is L square. So that's what we need to use. Okay? Base area is L square. Now we can find out the formula of volume. We can use volume formula. Volume of pyramid is 1 by 3 into base area into height. Right? We know all the other values. So we will put the values 100 is equal to 1 by 3. We don't know base area. Base area is unknown in the formula. And height is 12. So you can cancel this. 3 4s are 12. So you can take the 4 on the other side of the equation. So it will go in the division. So base area is 25 meters square. Okay? So base area is 25 meters square. Now I can put this base area in equation 1. Okay? So equation 1 is now L square is equal to 25. Now I need to find out the value of L. So what should I do? How to get rid of the square?
Square root.
Square root of 25.
Square root on both sides. Okay? So L will be 5 meters. Right? So this is the length of the square. Okay, so any question? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. So now comes question number 6. So question number 6 is OW, where, so it's a rectangular pyramid. Rectangular, the triangles might not be the same. Having the same, may draw the net of this. Net is in front of us, okay, because we will write down all the measurements. So if I open up this pyramid, it's a rectangular base. So this is the net of this rectangular pyramid, okay. So there is a triangle here. So you can see also when we are opening this up, this cannot be the same. Like these triangles are not same, okay. So so this is the, it's very close to the, take it just like this. So now I'm going to write down why I'm making this all, because we are going to write down all the values. So now just look at this. The one side, the length of the rectangle is 66 and the breadth is 32. So the longer side, I'm going to write down 66 and 32. So this is 66 centimeter and this is 32 centimeter. Now, because the base is also different, so the base of the longer side is 56 centimeter. Oh, this slant height. This is how much? 56 centimeter. Okay, and the slant height of this side is 32 wali side, where this is 63 centimeter. Okay, this is the situation. So now, because first of all, how many faces are there in this particular pyramid? How many total faces? So there are 5 faces, right? So 5 faces of this pyramid. So we need to, for the surface area, because the formula of surface area is area of, total area of all faces, right? Total area of all faces. So now we are going to see that what is the surface area, or what is the area of base. So area of rectangle, I'm making a shape here. What is area of rectangle? What is the formula of area of rectangle? This shape, this side, this face. Breadth multiplied by height. So now the values are very clear. 66 multiplied by 32. So if we multiply 66 and 32, what is the answer? So I have calculated it. It's 2112. Okay. So this is centimeter square. So now we will find out area of, because when the faces ke number isliye likhe, this is area of face 1. So now I'm calculating area of face 3. Okay. So because we have 2 similar faces, so we will just multiply it with 2. Area of face 3, it's a triangle and the formula is half into base into height. Okay. So ये मैंने length into breadth लिखना चाहिए था मुझे. H might confuse you. Okay. So BH, half BH. So आप third face का देखें, half, base is 66 and height is 56. This is the situation. So it's like half into 66 into 56. So अगर आप इसको calculate करें, so what would be the answer? Can you find it and tell me, please? Area of face 5. So can you find out this value and tell me? 2 ये 33 हो जाएगा ना. What is 56 multiplied by 33? अच्छा, एक और काम करते हैं, because we have to नहीं, because we need to double it again. तो फिर हमें एक और calculation करनी पड़ेगी ना. So we will just say area of face 1 plus face 2. ठीक है, यहीं पे double कर देते हैं ताकि वो 2 cancel हो जाए. So I'm multiplying this with 2. Are you getting the point why I am doing it? Because ये फिर आप calculate करेंगे, then you need to double it again. So we can just cancel this 2 with this 2. So 66 into 56 करें तो the answer is 3696 centimeter square. ठीक है? So usually when this kind of question comes in the paper ना, surface area निकालने वाला, so the numbers are not so big. Numbers are very small, so you can easily calculate it. ठीक है? So same is the case in the third one. It is area of face 5 and face 4. ठीक है? So that's why I'm multiplying it with 2. So half BH, so the value is 2 into half into, now the base is 32 and the height is 63, right? We are using this face 5. Okay? So this 2 is cancelled. 32 multiplied by 63 is 32 multiplied by 6. Sorry? 2060 centimeter square. Now we will write down the total surface area. This surface area hota hai total actually. Surface area of this pyramid is equal to, so we will add all the faces. So 2112 plus 3696 plus 2016. Add all these faces, area of the faces. So the answer would be
7,824.
7,824. And because it is area, so unit would be centimeter square.
Square.
Okay. So is it clear or not?